Swiss banks may be out, but Swiss sneakers are very much in. I'm talking about On Holding. That's the athletic footwear and apparel company best known for its running shoes. Saw its stock surge 26% yesterday in the wake of a truly tremendous quarter. These guys delivered 91% revenue growth, gave you a very bullish forecast for both the current year and the full year. I think this has become one of the best growth stories out there, but do not take it from me. Earlier today, we got a chance to speak with Martin Hoffman, the co-CEO and CFO of On Holding, and his fellow co-CEO, Mark Maurer. Take a look. Mark and Martin, welcome back to Mad Money.
Thank you for having us, Jim.
All right, well, let's start with you, Mark. It took Nike 8 years to get to $1 billion from when it came public. It took you less than 18 months. How the heck is that possible?
I mean, we hear that for the first time, so that's exciting news. But I think it's really possible thanks to an absolutely amazing team that is delivering outstanding products, outstanding experiences to our fans. And, you know, the way our fans and consumers are appreciating the product, the stories that we are creating is so much fun. And, you know, we couldn't be more proud of what we've achieved.
Now, Martin, when I look at the doors that you're in, wholesale, they are, I'd say, even just a very, very small fraction of where you can be. But when I look at at your capacity to make more shoes, what's going to happen? You cannot possibly meet the demand that you're seeing right now.
Well, this is what we try to do. We try to keep the demand, the supply below the demand. So we are a premium brand. We want to create scarcity. But we have ramped up significantly on the production side. So we are ready to continue to grow on a global level. You said we have still a lot of retailers where we are not present and where we want to grow into. But then we also have so many more markets like China, for example, where we're just at the very beginning, and there's much more to come.
Martin, I'll come back to you because you're CFO too. There are very few companies that have this revenue growth that care about profitability. Why have you chosen to focus on both rather than just pure revenue growth?
Well, maybe call it our Swiss DNA. So we also like to be profitable in the end. And we really want to grow durable, but at the same time doing that profitable. And it was really very much the goal since the very beginning.
Now, Mark, I know you as a running shoe. Out of nowhere, you're a tennis shoe. And the people you affiliate are some of the most exciting people in the world. How important are these players who love your stuff?
Yeah, I mean, we just signed Iga Swiatek, the world #1 female tennis player. We signed Ben Shelton, the upcoming star in the US. And, you know, they're very, very important to us because they are, you know, they're really showing us how much they're appreciating the product. They're helping us in the development of the product. They are very authentic individuals that align with the values and the mission of On. And we couldn't be more excited to have them part of the team and start a long-term journey with them, really bringing tennis as a sport to the wider audience.
And yet here you have children's shoes in front of you. You don't have necessarily the big running shoes, someone winning Milrose games. Why the children's shoes?
Well, we got a lot of letters, actually, from kids that said, hey, I want to wear the same shoes like my parents. When can I do this? And then maybe it's also because the whole executive team basically has kids exactly in that age. So now finally the full family is in On shoes at home.
But Jim, I can tell you they're selling really, really fast. So to everyone who's listening, you better run into your next store right now, otherwise they're gone.
Well, I like that. I like that competitive spirit. But Martin, there's something very wrong with your shoes. And you know what it is? I've got a half dozen of them myself. Now, I am not your core demo. Just the other day, I bought this incredible Cloud 5 because I happen to own a boat, and this to me looks like a boating shoe. How is it possible that you've crossed over already from pure athletes to guys like me?
Well, this was very much from the beginning. So we're a performance brand, so it's about innovation, but at the same time, we have a very strong design DNA, really strong designers that basically create a shoe that feels good and that looks good, and more shoes are totally sustainable as well.
Well, it's true. I like to slip them on. It's too hard for me to tie my shoe these days. All right, so Mark, if I were to go to the region in London, would I be able to get in immediately, or would I have to wait in line to buy shoes?
No, it depends on the exact time of the day, so better go there early. But we're super happy about the performance of the Regent Street On store in London that we just opened. And I hope the next time you go there, we also go there with your wife so we can sell a couple of pairs and some apparel too.
Well, she's like Imelda Marcos from the Philippines. I've got a whole closet of just these shoes. I don't understand it till I try one on, and I get it. Now, Martin, when I look at where Nike is, I always hear people say, you know what, I'm going to topple Nike. I'm going to topple Nike. I heard it from Reebok. I heard it from Adidas. I heard it from Under Armour. Nobody seems to be able to topple these guys. Do you even need to topple them, though, in order to win?
Well, we are on a 13-year journey so far, so we take it step by step. 10 years ago, we wouldn't have dreamt where we are today. We have still a lot of room for growth. We have a very strong product pipeline. I spoke about the geographical expansion that is still there. So we really focus on ourselves. We are looking at the Paris Olympics, where we really want to end up on the podiums on a couple of races, and then we see where we go from there.
Very exciting. Now, Mark, I'm trying to figure out exactly, because you mentioned it 6 times, how important it was to go from on-running.com to on.com on a website.
Yeah, so, we are a sportswear brand, right? So we're rooted in running, but we're selling footwear into running, into outdoors, into tennis, into all day. And most importantly, we're also having an amazing apparel offering. So it was very important for us to be on.com and not just onrunning.com. And it's being appreciated. It really had an impact on our traffic. And we're very happy that we were able to have this new URL and be able to bring it to our fans.
Well, I can tell you, I think the company is fantastic. The stock is way undervalued versus the trajectory of both gross margins and sales. I want to thank Martin Hoffman. He's the co-CEO and CFO, and Mark Maurer, who's the co-CEO of On Holding. Okay, On Holding is an amazing company, not just an amazing shoe. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you so much. See you next time.
Everybody's back in for the break.
Coming up, what's in your mind, Cramerica? Give us a call. The lightning round is storming the NYSE. Next.